Tilted Fawn is really special for me because it's the first work that I've ever had to really strip back down to its kind of raw source, which is the sound. And I think for an audience it's really a new kind of perspective to watch dance, because it really makes the audience listen. Usually you go to a dance performance and it's very visual and it's all about physical sensation, but Tilted Fawn is really about the sound. You can feel the audience actually become really quiet and concentrated because they have to listen to the space move and the sound move, and I think that's something really nice and new for an audience to experience. The premise of it is actually that it's kind of in between an installation and a performance in a way. So I worked with a musician and we made this sound installation, which is essentially tape recorders, so really lo-fi tape recorders that are composed as an orchestra of tape machines. So they all have their individual voices and at the same time they work as one entity. And so the idea was just to make kind of like a moving surround sound choreographed work. So the sounds were all different kind of recordings that Chris Clark, he was a musician, he made all sorts of really strange stuff. He'd go to train stations in London and record people on the trains, you know, having conversations or even arguments. Or also in the nature, we recorded a lot of sound of animals, and in the end we also found some sounds of baby deer, so fawns in the end, hence the title, that are kind of calling for their mother, I guess. So it's an appearance of this kind of mythical creature between human and maybe deer or antelope or something. So it is something really absurd and really kind of crazy in a way. Whenever you start working with outside elements like materials or objects, that automatically influences your physicality towards that. So, you know, as soon as you bring an object, like even simply a box, it's like an extension of, you can imagine it like an extension of your body. So, you know, that's a whole nother tool and practice to develop a different language of movement. There's just so many possibilities that you can do with contemporary dance. There's no one specific direction to follow. You can also reinvent your own ways of what contemporary dance means to you. So that's something that I found really exciting.